Hi, this is a video from SuperM79. I'm currently recording this the 12th of December 2019, but by the time YouTube uploads this, it's going to be the 21st of January 2021, so in about a year and a month. And that's when Pennant's trial competition is going to end, but since there's no strat talking, I can't tell everyone what I think the strats are, so I'm just gonna go through my Imgur album and commentate on what I think each strat is. Okay, for the first one here, I don't know if people can see my cursor. Okay, yeah. The first one, what I think you have to do is you have to grind dive on the edge here, get onto the sign, do a pause buffer dive roll onto that. Some people have done it now, but I think I know this. It should be that, right? Anyway, the next one, this is simple. It's just simple dive rollout. It's unit perfect. Okay, this is a little bit more complex since you have to dive rollout here. Then you have to grind or maybe do the backwards thing. And then fall and make. Actually, I think, yeah, you just have to dive, grind here, and dive roll onto each step. This one looks tough, but I'm sure you can do it. Especially since the corners here have no mushrooms, so you can just misalignment inside that. Okay, next. Here, I think it's just like a perfect dive roll out. Like, you have to cross the max distance. And then right after, you have, again, open corners, which means that obviously you have to dive around maybe into the corner, or maybe I'm just overestimating, you can just make it, but no. Yeah, you have to go into the corner and do another 1x1 unit gap, which I think it is. I might be dumb. I most likely am. Okay, number 6. Again, same thing with the corners, except this time it's a glass box. This looks very complicated. Or maybe if you dive grind enough, you can just dive roll around it, dive roll out around it. But I'm not too sure about that. Okay, 7, everybody has it. It's just dive roll out, then the frame walking. Okay, this one, I think this is like the same kind of slope that you can find in at the end of Dark World. It's like right before the pipe. And as I've seen in the Zero A Press video for that, you can just grind on the side with dives and something, which I think is what you have to do. 9 is unit perfect dive roll out all the way into the bottom. This is just bouncing on the skeeter. This I don't know. I think you have to do Goomba manipulation. The hearts are to refill your health. I do not know how to do Goomba manipulation. And at the end, you just bounce on the Goomba. And that's it. Okay, this one I can do 0x. It's just a very precise landing with a twirl. Okay, this one, it's the Boo. You have to bounce off of it, obviously. But the thing is, I can't seem to do it because the Boo just keeps following me. I'm pretty sure there's a trick to it, but I have not found it. Number 14 is, again, a Goomba bounce, but I think this one is a bit more technical, since it looks higher than the last time. Oh, wait, no, right. Actually, I think you have to do, the knockback bounce, where, you knock back off it, but then you bounce. Yeah, I think that's just enough to make it. You have to do that. Number 15, obviously you have to get onto the thwomp and, dive grind off of it and roll out. But I cannot do that, so that's why I just can't. Okay, this one, I have no fucking clue what it is. Maybe, you lure the Goombas and do bounce? Bounce? I don't know. Can't do Goomba manipulation. That even this thing. Okay, obviously this is, everybody should know this since it's from, the Watch for Rolling Rocks video. It's, Scuttlebug transporting. And it's transported here, and you get a perfect rollout off of it. and you should bounce. Pretty precise. Okay, that was my cat. Okay, here I do not know how to do it 0x. Like, I think, yeah, you have to manipulate the Goombas into a straight line, but I have no clue on how to do that. And even if you, like, hack them into a perfect line, like, you would barely make it. Case made a great job on this. Okay, here you have to not only dive roll out onto the Snuffit to bounce off of him, but you also have to do it when he's at its maximum height, which is not only unit perfect, but frame perfect. Here, I don't know. I have no clue. I think maybe you dive roll out and at the top and the peak of your rollout, you get hit by, oh my god, my cat is annoying. Yeah, you get hit by the Snuffit, you get knocked back onto platform 21. Hold on, let me just get my cat. Now that that's out of the way, we can move on. Here, I think you have to clone the Goomba and somehow make it all the way across, even though I don't know how you would even place the Goomba in there. Come here. And so, yeah, you have to, like, bounce off of it. Number 22, I think it's the exact same thing. Number 23, as you can see, the corners are open, which means you have to get a misalignment here, or 206 rollout, whatever those are called. 24, okay, most people do this 0x, but only because you can just pass over it, but the 25, you have to complete the actual challenge for 24 to get past it. Here for 24, you have to somehow bring the Shuckya to platform 25, which I do not know how to do. Probably you have to, like, instant throw it, then manage to dive roll out to the next platform and grab him before he lands. Like, how? Or maybe you get grabbed by him so you don't fall off. Yeah. And then 25, once you get there, you just get him to throw you onto it. Okay, 26, I have no clue. Like, 0. I do not know what to do. If someone finds out how to do this 0x, God bless him. Yeah. 27 is just, again, yeeted. 28, it's a bounce on these books. 29, it's a bounce on these moles. 30, it's a bounce on these bats. Okay, 31, you have to clone this until there's 1,000,000 of them. Then you bounce all the way on top. A lot of manipulation. Okay, 33 is just a lot of dive rollouts and going from one to the other with RNG manipulation because they're on a random setting. Okay, this one you have to, like, dive roll out right when it starts turning onto the corner here so you can manage to push you onto there. And then you just go from one to the next, which is insanely difficult. Okay, here you have to manipulate RNG for like 11 minutes to get this to rotate a lot and manage to get from there to here. Okay, here you do the cog things with misalignment after misalignment, one after the other. Here, 36, you have to, I saw on Pennon's video of unused ABC strats, I think it's number 2. You can use a misalignment to get onto this log. Is it goddamn my cat? Oh my god, so annoying. Yeah, you can use a misalignment, get onto this, and therefore store VSC to ground pound off it until you get and ground pound it all the way to the bottom where you can get VSC 26 and therefore bounce onto the ledge so you can grab onto platform 37. Sorry. Platform 37 is getting onto the corners once again. Platform 30, you have to somehow get onto the platform. I can't seem to get onto it, but I'm assuming it's by the corners. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the corners. And after that, you like rotate it. You rotated 90 degrees to get to the top of it. 39, I have no clue. Like, I know this. I think this bar still I get VSC. I don't know why. But there's also MIPS. So, like, what are you supposed to do? And he doesn't give you stars, so you can't do, like, the star thing. So, really, I have no clue for this one. This, I think you have to barely grab this pole, drop off a bit, grab this pole, drop off that one onto here, somehow manage to dive to get onto the bottom of this pole, and you can't see it, but there's another pole, which you have to continuously, like, barely grab onto it and dive. As you can see, they're all green, and green poles means that they have to be used for the actual solution. Okay, 41, I have no clue, but you have to get onto this, and I do not know how to do that. So, good luck, everyone, I guess. I think it's another one of these corner things, but there's a gap here, so it makes it harder. I don't know. 42, you just have to frame walk all the way off this and somehow jump off of it. 43, you have to, as you can see, there's one up on one side, but there's not here. And I think you have to just, you have to get a lava boost, but cancel it by landing onto this, and puncture your way to store VSC and all the way at the top, so you can make it to the next platform, 44. Here, I do not know the exact solution, but I think you have to, like, get the bomb and get it hands-free using the ledge. And, I don't know, ground pound float across this. I tried it, it just doesn't work. Maybe you have to get onto the glass or something. 45, you have to do a dive rollout right when not only under the volt orb or whatever it's called, but also when it's at its lowest, so you have to wait for the right cycle. 46, for getting onto this is easy, 0x, but from getting from the first one to the next one, which is up here off camera, you have to deal with the middle thing, which, if you remember correctly, is actually attached to one of the platforms. So you have to get the right platform and use it to slide onto the next rotating platforms. 47, it's just a lot of spinner moving around, really hard. 48, it's easy, you just get the fire to get onto here, and so you can grab it and burn your way to the next platform. 49, this one is so simple, I don't know why they put it in. Same for this, it's just you dive, roll out, walk on there, and once you fall, you dive. This one I have no clue. Like, this is like the hardest one. It's one of my favorite ones because it's like you're so close to the solution, but everything just misaligns and you don't know. Like, this fire, if you use it, like, obviously, if you hack the fire to be here, you can easily walk up this and get to the next section, but no, and this is a super steep slope, so you cannot do anything with it, except, like, maybe triple jump dive, but it uses A presses, so you just somehow prolong the fire going here, but you can't really prolong fire, so I don't know, it's really interesting. I don't know how to solve this, and I hope someone does. 52, you have to see up here and get enough speed and fall onto the pole here. 53, I might be horribly wrong, but I think you have to get a Pedro spot here and manage to get over here. I have no clue. Do not ask me what to do. Okay, this you have to get onto the top of the JRB rock. You have to barely be able to slide kick on and somehow break the box of that slide kick, which I still have yet to do. And then just do the backwards shell momentum onto that green pole, not the red pole. Red pole is just if you're a pussy and you can't get it, so you just triple jump dive off of it to get there. Okay, 55. There's actually don't show it on camera. I don't know why. There's actually a box over there. A cork box that you can use. I don't think it's like I don't know if it's useful or not because obviously if you want the cork box you'd want the uh to use the pokey to get there by bouncing on it, but if you can use the pokey, why not just manipulate it there so you can bounce off of it? So, I don't know, it's kind of mixed on this one. 56 easy, just getting onto here and getting off the thwomp. 57, 58 are the poles. 59 is just the really unit perfect dive rollout onto platform 60. Platform 60 finishes the joke. You can't see it, but the sign here has a good joke. Along with the sign over here on platform 57, yeah, not 58. So here you have to get down here. You have to activate the cap switch using a misalignment. You have to use this, get up the cork boxes, rotate this platform, get onto pull, and do, like, what? I don't know. I think maybe the hope is set here, but that'd be dumb because you have the cork box of earlier with the pokey. So if they want you to use that and grab it, then it'd be dumb to put the hope here so that like you could do milk. And also, what would you do? Like put the penguin here? It doesn't make sense. And there's also this platform here. I think it's getting see, I have absolutely no clue. This is like my favorite yeah, this is my favorite puzzle of them all. It's like so big, but yet so small, and also tops it off with a joke. Okay, here you have to use the bomb to get past the glass. Don't ask me how. I have no clue. Okay, this one, I think you have to use the cork box to clone the Goombas to get over this gap. I don't know. Can you like stack them here so they get pushed through? I don't know. And there's also the fact that, or maybe you can use the cork box to clip through the glass. I don't know. And 63, I think, yeah, I think if you dive roll out on the side, you can like barely make it around those blocks. But I don't know, those blocks are humongous. Okay, after a pretty precise dive roll out here, here, this blue coin switch activates like 1,000,000 coins around here, so obviously they want you to get 100 coin star to get onto this. Here there's no walls protecting you, so really it's just a matter to get 78 units below it. So I think you have to clone coins to get the 100 coin star here, and you also clone fire, and do just like in TikTok Clock, where you use the fire plus the 100 coin star to get all the way on top. And finally, there's the Grand Star, which I think from the platforms you can like get VSC 26 and have enough time to somehow fall off them, get the up and get the boost and ground pound, but I do not know. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the subject. Bye. See you in a year and a month.